in the school or classroom setting, it turned out to be what? The clinic. So, and that's what I'm most familiar with. But with that being said, that was a great event. And like I said, as soon as I possibly can, I'd too like to present to her the key to the city of Gordon, Miss Connie Lewis. So we'll be, that's a work in progress that will be expedited real soon. So that's all I have for mayor's notes. But with that being said, we don't have anything for old business, so we'll move right along to the new business with GMA. So do you all, would you like for me to go back and reread that, or we just accept as is? Council? Do I have a recommendation that we accept what was stated earlier, or would y'all like for me to, because we asked to have it rescinded, and we were informed by our attorney that we needed to rescind that and put it on the agenda.
We did amend it to add it under new business along with executive
Yes.
session. So
Yes.
yes, ma'am, it needs to be brought up, the motion be made to, take care of that business. Yes, ma'am.
So do I have a second?
I'll make a motion that we approve it.
Second it.
Motion has been made and second. Any discussion? All in favor of it, Mr. Densley?
Aye.
Aye.
So the motion was to accept the election of GMA's District Six officer for 2016-2017 ballot.
Yes, ma'am.
And then they all just voted on it.
So everybody's approved it, so it's signed and. Okay. All right, now moving right along, committee reports, for Main Street Gordon.
Yes, ma'am. Just to let the council know that we did plant 3 trees on Earth Day. We got Memorial Day comes up May the 30th. We'll place the flags. We did present to the Women's Club a shadow box that was done by Roy Nixon to celebrate the Women's Club 100 years. Fall Line Festival is October the 1st this year. It'll be from 10 to 10. Right now we're working on vendors. We've sent an applications out to over 150 vendors. We're working on the entertainment, and the American Freedom Concert will start that night at 7, along with the flag presentation on October 1st.
That Saturday.
On Saturday, yes, ma'am.
Concert be on Saturday.
Saturday also, Saturday night, yes.
So who's the band behind?
We're working on, it's not confirmed yet, so we'll wait to see if they're going to confirm. We're supposed to have a really, a new type band, but it's well known. But we got to wait for them to confirm before we, in case they don't confirm. Then we go to plan 2.
Okay,
But
plan
we all
B.
work on the fireworks show that night. Fireworks show will start 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. And like always, it'll be one of the greatest shows.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, moving right along to fire.
Well, we haven't had any fires now. I don't know if very many heard, we had a very tragic accident up on Highway 57 just a little over a week ago where 2 young children were killed, in a head-on collision. The reason I mention that is neither one of them was fastened in the car seats. They were just sitting in the car seats and they were not fastened down. 2-month-old baby died right away, and the 2-year-old had severe head injuries and, that brain injury. They had to send it to Atlanta, and it, passed away. And the mother is in pretty serious shape herself,
So she's still.
She's still in the hospital, and I'm assuming Navis Medical Center.
Where'd you say it happened at, Council?
On Highway 57,
Was that here in Gordon or outside of Gordon?
it's in the county, it's outside of Gordon, but, we respond on the highway.
I know, but I'm
Yes,
just saying, when when I went to go to Irwinton,
Yes, ma'am.
and I learned that after I got down there, I had to detour, and I was going to an event, and then had to turn around and, go to McIntyre, because sometimes you forget the direction. So I was wondering if it was between there and Irwinton?
It was just down past where Isaac Burney lived, just around the curve past Isaac Burney.
Oh, okay.
And just a heads up, accidents like that, you don't have your children buckled in, you have an accident, they get killed, usually the driver is charged with manslaughter, so they get a felony charge on
You're
it.
talking about the driver who's actually
The
driving?
driver who's actually driving, if the children's not seatbelted in, they have a wreck, the children dies,
Wow.
the person driving the vehicle will be charged with manslaughter, vehicle manslaughter.
Vehicular manslaughter.
That's a felony, it'll be on their record.
And we just, we dug through the wreckage and found the cell phone, that, Georgia State Patrol wanted the cell phone. He got that cell phone and he carried that with him to use as evidence just in case he was on the phone at that particular time. That was
You're
one
talking
more.
about the one that was
One that was
driving with
driving,
the
she was the
children?
one that caused the wreck.
Oh, the one that was, not the people involved,
Yes,
but
she
the
was
one that,
involved.
I mean, what I'm saying is that the one that was, that hit them was the one that was probably on the cell phone,
No ma'am, the one that had the two children in the car with her.
that hit another
They hit the
driver.
other car. They got her cell phone to check to see if she run across the center line, just run across, no brake marks, anything. It happened just like snapping your fingers. Both of them were running, 55 or 60 miles an hour. One, worst head-on wrecks I've seen in a long time.
That's gonna increase us out enforcing the seatbelt law with children.
Right, right.
It needs to be. It
Right,
really does.
exactly. And for the benefit of those who don't know, and that this is not to bash anybody, but the council meeting, we realize you all have responses and want to agree, but this is for the council, mayor, council, in the meeting. So I appreciate everybody's input because y'all are like me.
Yeah.
I, didn't know and I'm being educated too. And of course, when you hear of somebody's death, we all get a bit emotional and supportive. Right, but to be there and see children, it's another, it's even worse, bad with adults, but particularly children. So let us all be cognizant and know that it is the law, that we need to buckle up whoever is in our vehicles. All right, moving forward to streets.
I don't have that much to report, it's just that, I know everybody noticed that there's some, that the grass is starting to grow, and we just gotta get a chance to get out and, get it cut. I think Mr. Bevan was out last week, and so he's back this week, and I think we'll probably get started on that.
And while we're on that too, I'd just like to say that thankfully they did a real good job. We got the situation squared away with the people coming into town and the library grass was, lawn was mowed and shrubbery got trimmed, and so that's all that we, real good.
And I would like to say to Mr. Norris, thank you for, cleaning up after the, reception on last Saturday, and your guys for coming out, setting out the tables for me. We had to do a little bit more rearranging, but at least they came and they helped. So will you please let them know that I said thank you?
All right, is there anything else about streets? We'll move on to police.
Chief Holmes had, you want to explain that?
Yes, ma'am, I know I notified y'all last month, the deer, struck my vehicle, the city truck. Got a quote from Dennard's, for replacing the fender, headlight, painting the fender, and fixing the front bumper, and straightening out the brush guard. It was $1,686.08. The insurance company's already sent a check in for $621.68 to the city, which is $1,000 deductible, so we'll be left owing $1,000, just a hair of $1,000, $1,060 something dollars. And the quote I have is from Dennard's. He's the only one here in Gordon that does all our body work. We always use them. I just asked Mr. Let the city council and mayor know that I asked them to go ahead and get it fixed as soon as they have a chance to fix it.
Council members, rather, y'all heard what the chief has said about, he's presented before you all.
Make a motion, we accept the bid from Dennis, go ahead and get it fixed.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? Is there any discussion? No discussion. We'll, hear from Councilman Densley.
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. We'll move on to sanitation.
I don't have anything.
All right. With no further discussion, we don't have any citizens to be heard. These didn't get on the agenda. So we'll move on and, move on to executive session. So I need a recommendation that we exit into executive session to discuss pending litigation. Do I have a motion?
We're gonna make it.
I offer motion that we, move into executive session to discuss pending litigation.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
All in favor? Aye.
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 The ayes have it, so. Ladies and gentlemen, please excuse me.